Hey, 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 welcome, 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 secret agents. Oh my goodness, it is a start of a brand new pay period. It is the start of a brand new week. It's your boy Josh Wiles coming to you live from his home in North Carolina. I'm so pumped right now. My wife and kids, my wife Heather and my two beautiful daughters, Peyton and Lexi, they're at the neighbor's house, watching a movie, just living life. I'm pumped because I get a chance to sit here and connect with each and every one of you guys to share my heart, to share my story, and to share the story of, oh my goodness, the two studs right now that are making it happen more than ever before inside the secret community. Right now is the time for you to send out the last text, the last Facebook message, to share the link of www.basicagenttraining.com/webinar to promote like never before. Tonight we have, oh my goodness, guys, I'm almost reluctant to tell you because you guys are going to be so fired up when I share with you the training that we have to go tonight. It's going to be on another level, man. We've got none other than Diamond Agent, six-figure, record-breaking ring earner, Ben Bradshaw, who's leading the charge of the East Coast. Man, I'm on the East Coast too. You guys, this guy's in Maryland. I'm in North Carolina. I remember when I was just in awe of this guy because I was a bronze. This guy him and his wife were hitting gold. And then these guys hit platinum and then they were smashing their way to diamond. They hit the first diamond destination before I did. And I'm like, oh my goodness, these guys are the real deal. And then quickly he became one of my best friends because he helped me learn. He taught me so many key action steps to get to where I got really fast. And he's going to be training tonight on something that's key, and that's how to be a truth teller, how to not be stingy with your opportunity, how to actually go out there and while you're working your list, I have my list right here, while you're working your list, while you're working your top 200, 300, 400 people in your warm market, he's going to teach you how to work your cold market in your downtime. And man, I'm pumped up about that. I'm fired up now more than ever before. But real quick, I know that everybody right now is geeked up about the biggest promotion that the relationship marketing industry, our profession has ever seen, and that's Operation 90 to Ignite. Right now, guys, everybody is fired up more than ever before to go and achieve Operation 90 to Ignite, mission double rank advance, mission triple rank advance, and the company is not even giving you the what. Everybody understands the what is this. The what is go and rank advance. Go rank advance and you get a double rank advancement bonus. But go rank advance twice, rank advance again, and you get a triple rank advancement bonus. Not that you're going to omit the double rank advancement bonus, but you're gonna get the double rank advancement bonus if you qualify for an additional 4 weeks. Doesn't have to be consecutive, just qualify for an additional 4 weeks. You're going to get that, and you're going to get a triple rank advancement bonus if you rank advance twice and keep it for 4 additional weeks. Not for consecutive, for additional between now and September 13th, because that's 4 days before September 17th, our Ignite conference, the biggest event in the history of our community, the biggest event in our secret career, in our entrepreneurial career, no matter what, up till this day, just so you know. So the company has already laid out the what. The how is mission sponsor. Go sponsor 5 new agents, and guess what? Sponsor 5 new agents, you're going to earn an executive watch, a certificate, and recognition on stage at Ignite. Go take that to another level, because here's what I know, guys. If you can sponsor 2 to get qualified, just do that activity again and sponsor 5. If you can sponsor 5 and get the executive watch, get your name on the leaderboard, get your certificate, and get recognized on stage, then you can just do that activity again over and over and over and sponsor 20, mission sponsor 20, gets you not only an executive watch, a certificate, and recognition on stage, that gets you an Apple Watch. I'm so fired up about this Apple Watch because I need to go out there and make sure that I get two, because when I travel away from my beautiful wife, Heather, I want to be able to send her my heartbeat. I want to be able to be like, hey, Mama, I miss you. Boom, boom, boom. Here's my heartbeat. And, you know, I want to make sure she knows. And that's what, there's so many things you can do with an Apple Watch. Imagine, especially right now with our tee up to text method, we have, John Malott has not only developed, but branded the absolute foolproof method to tee up every single prospect that you have via text message. And I've done the research. I've seen the videos on the Apple Watch, and you can program the Apple Watch to one-touch texting. Literally, scroll, find your contact, or do it via voice, or if you've got your earbuds, talk via voice, touch one button, and send them that tee up to text. Hey, I can't talk right now, but all caps, we have to talk ASAP. I'm going to call you tonight between 7 and 7:30 when works best for you. Whatever that is, whatever your tee up to text method is, to send the videos, to send the to get them on a three-way call, to invite them to the wow party. The Apple Watch makes things easier, simpler, and simple is duplicatable. I'm just fired up about these promotions, guys, because not only do you get an Apple Watch if you sponsor 20 people, you also get a special VIP ticket. You get a VIP ticket to the Platinum and Above Banquet, man, at Ignite. And guys, anybody that knows me knows I love to party. I'm going to be the guy out there just handing out the tickets, partying. Me and Ben might actually do the two-step on somebody's table. We're going to be fired up, because why would you not be fired up when you're a part of a community that helps you build a real residual income? I was at Ben's house a week and a half ago. I was at Ben's house for 2 nights, and every single night we were able to just spend time together. Every single night after the kids went to bed, we were able to just chat, to really get to know each other even better. He's one of my best friends in the world, and we were able to just spend time together. Heather, my wife, and his wife, Lauren Bradshaw, another 6-figure earner, they were able to connect and spend time together. His sister-in-law, Lauren's sister, Nicole, were able to connect and spend time with people, because in this community, if you do what it is necessary, if you do what it takes, you can build a real residual income that not only gives you social freedom, meaning you can just go and make your own friends, spend time with who you want to, when you want to, how you want to, gives you time freedom, which means you don't have to punch a clock, cha-ching, you don't have to go and ask your boss for time off. It also gives you financial freedom, meaning you can go to the grocery store and just order what you want. You can go buy what you want at the grocery store. You can put whatever you want in the cart. You can go to the restaurant and order the filet if you want. You don't have to look at the menu. You don't have to check your bank account first. You guys can decide to take a road trip 13 hours to Connecticut and stop in Maryland along the way like we did last week. Guys, we have something so special, and it's all about taking advantage of Secrets Operation 90 to Ignite. It's in the back office. It's on the front end of your website when you go to secretdirect.com/whatever your username is. Let's just take advantage of it. With that, I'll just tell you my quick story, because I know there's so many great people that are getting started on a regular basis right now. Man, I'm 29 years old. Like I said, I make my home here in North Carolina. Fired up now more than ever before. My background was a police officer. I made no money as a cop. We were actually on food stamps, welfare, when I was a police officer. And man, I'm just lucky. I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate that somebody saw more in me than I saw in myself, and they shared with me a unique opportunity. And it was a secret opportunity, and they introduced me to a man by the name of Josh Denny. I know the flyer said Josh Denny was going to be on tonight, but guys, Josh Denny just literally got back from I think it was 6 weeks of building in Japan. And the day he got back, he had already had a 5-day trip with his beautiful wife, Cindy, who's also building this thing, leading the charge in the Latin market. And these guys were going and doing some legwork up in Alaska and also squeezing in a little fishing trip, which is what they've earned. So he wanted me to tell you guys he will be on next week's Vision Cast, but tonight I'm filling in for you. I remember meeting Josh 2.5 years ago, and he's the one who shared it with me. He's the one who painted the vision for me. And he said, man, if you just lock in, if you just catch the vision cannot be taught, the vision can only be caught. He said, if you catch it, you can do something significant. You can go and do something special for you and your family. And that's what I did, man. And I mean, it's afforded us a multiple six-figure income in just the last 2.5 years. And better than that, it's actually helped me build relationships with some of the most amazing people I never knew existed. And that's what leads me to our next speaker. This guy, I had a chance to meet with him. Matter of fact, if you know me on Facebook, if you scroll through my Facebook news feed, you'll be able to see this guy holding me in his arms. And somebody else taking a picture. He's known as the photography fanatic, the photo fanatic. This guy is one of the backbones of promotion. He's one of the backbones of videography and photography for a lot of markets inside the secret community. Not only that, he's building a large, profitable, incredible business inside this community from the Southern California market. I would just love to welcome on the line. Let this guy give like 30 seconds to share his background and his story, and also to give you guys just a couple tips on what he's done to get his 5, what he's done to achieve this incredible recognition that he's getting tonight on becoming the top recruiter inside the company last week. And that's none other than my buddy, one of my main men. Man, I tell you guys, this guy, Ryan Hakoda, is a beast. Ryan, are you on the line right now?
Yo, Josh, can you hear me all right?
I am here, bro. I can hear you perfectly. Man, just share your story, bro. Share your background and just share with everybody why you're so fired up about Secret and what you did to become the company-wide top recruiter last week, bro.
Awesome. Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure. Really, all I did was just follow the leadership with like yourself, Josh, and Ben Bradshaw here, Joe Valenzuela, and Zach Cheney, and just helping other people. But really, my background is not in skincare, it's not in sales, it's not in cosmetics or anything like that. But I just got started here a few years ago. My buddy showed me, told me what's kind of going on. My background's in video, obviously, like what Josh was saying. It's video photography, and that's my own business. It's really awesome actually to be in business for yourself. But one thing that I learned through the leadership and some of the things that they taught me is just when I was in this cash flow quadrant, a Robert Kiyosaki thing. Once I realized where I was at, and I really couldn't see myself doing what I'm doing for the rest of my life. Though it is a passion of mine. I wasn't really doing the videos that I wanted to do. I had to do the videos that I had to do, and they weren't as fun. But fast forward, when I got shown Secret, really I thought they wanted me to go do video marketing for the company, and I had the pleasure of actually doing so, doing some interview stuff with Dr. Ho, and it was amazing. But when I really caught the vision, like we were saying, the vision is caught, not taught. I really just saw something much larger and bigger than anything that I could really do in a video platform, and that's really empowering other people and really just sharing the story of Secret and the products and stuff. So got started, made $1,100 my first month, and the rest has been history. And now we just started expanding team throughout the country, and hopefully here in North Carolina soon. But yeah, that's basically a little bit about my background. Was privileged to be honored and be recognized as a top recruiter in the company. But I know for the most part it's just been having so much amazing leadership surrounded by me and just learning from them, and then just really taking what they've already done and then going and applying it. And that's about it. Just really just applying what I learned.
I love it, bro. I love exactly what you're saying, and it just shows. Now, Ryan, I love how humble you are, man. I do have to ask this. I have to ask, what exactly did you do? What were the action steps that you took? Because, everybody talks about catching the excitement. That's nothing new. Everybody talks about catching the vision. Everybody talks about, you know, right. Anybody that gets started in secret understands that the key to success, you don't get to six figures without getting through the blueprint. And in the blueprint, it maps out your reason why, your skincare goal, your 90-day financial goal, your 1-year goal, your 5-year plan, and then the Mission Superstar, 90 Days to Royale, making your list. All those things are in the blueprint. But Ryan, what did you do? Like, bro, you've been in this game, like you've been in secret. I mean, I remember meeting you when I first came in and just like, this guy's a beast. Oh my God, like looking up to you. And I've learned so much from you, Ryan. Like, what did you actually do to be one of the first people to I mean, to hit this bad boy? I mean, what did you do in the last few weeks to become #1 recruiter? Can you just share with people just your action steps, what you did?
Sure, sure. Well, first, I got myself a pair of skinny jeans. No, I'm just joking. I didn't do that. Only some people can rock that as well as you do. But I made my list, dude, just like anybody else. You make your list, 200-person contact list. I mean, through 200 people, you're bound to find at least 5. That's less than, can't even do the math, less than 20%, right? But with 20% success rate. But I made a list, and then I just went through it, contacted everybody, plugged into the system with wild parties, doing sit-downs. We do Wild Party Wednesday now, which is awesome. On a platform like this, where we do like a webinar and having a presenter, a 6-figure income earner like a Josh or a Ben Bradshaw or Josh or Joe Valenzuela or somebody doing, or Jesse McPherson did one last week, and you're having a 6-figure earner in your living room doing a presentation, and all you do is invite people and like, come check this out, full excitement, right? We got one person started there, and then through that I went to everybody else that I had already told them what was going to go happen, who I went to before, and I showed them, exposed them to secret. I went back to every single person after that, followed up with them. The fortune is in the follow-up, right? Actually, the immediate follow-up. But I followed up with everybody and went back to them. It's like, look, dude, I'm bringing on a new beast right now. This guy, he's an animal. I don't know if you want to, take advantage of the timing that we're at, but, because I showed you first, I wanted to give you the opportunity to get started with us. And whether it be, running with us now or building with us in the future, whatever it is, at least get an investor spot and really take advantage of the timing with it. And through that, we put in a few more people, few new agents, and then really actually went through on a blueprint with some of them, and now they understand what we're doing, where we're at, the timing of it, and that's when they decided to now they're really running with us. So, it starts with one, and I love this promotion right now that we're promoting here with Mission 5, because it's so simple. Everybody can count to 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And if you can do Mission 5, then really you can do Mission 20, because you just got to do Mission 20. You do Mission 5 4 times. And if you haven't done Mission 5 yet, then just do Mission 1, sponsor one person, right? And then if you can do it once before, you can do it over again. And I know that if you can do 1, you can get 5 for sure. So you can get your Mission 5, just whatever it is, whatever it takes, just turn it up a notch and do the activity. Really, that's what it is. Doing the deal, showing people, putting product on skin, and just sorting out, not convincing, just sorting it out. It's a lot of timing in other people's lives as well, but always keep the door open with them and being able to, figure out when it is best for them to really get started. But always follow-ups in the fortune, and that's what I continue to do. Continuously I've tried to link up with someone for the past 2 years, and they still haven't given me the time. But actually, they'll be running with us here real soon, and I'm looking forward to that. So that's basically what I'm doing. Like I said, fortune is in the follow-up. Mission 5, if you can do Mission 1, you can do Mission 5, and if you can do Mission 5, then you can do Mission 20. There's only one person on that leaderboard, and I know both of us look to be on there as well. So with that, I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Josh. You there?
Wait, yeah, 100% I'm here, bro. That's crazy, man. I'm just pumped, bro, because yeah, I love you, Brian, because you just break it down in such bite-sized chunks. Here's what my mentor told me in the very beginning. He said, Josh, obviously the road to Royale, the road to silver, the road to greater, the road to the six-figure ring, which our special guest tonight, Ben Bradshaw, knows better than anybody else, is it's kind of like going to a steakhouse and sitting down at the table and ordering the 4-pound steak, right? It's like you got to order the $50 4-pound ribeye on the bone, and they bring it out to you, and you've got like 6 waiters bringing it out, and they've got a candle, and they're like cha cha cha, waving the flag for the restaurant. The road to the significant income, the road to 6 figures, is the 4-pound steak. But the way you eat the steak, the way you digest it, the way you accomplish it, the way you earn the free meal and the lifetime ticket and your picture on the little Hall of Fame for the restaurant is by eating it in bite-sized chunks. And Ryan, I love what you just said about taking it one person at a time. You cannot get your 20 until you get your 5. If you want to get your 5, get your 5, because you won't get to 20 until you get your 5. Bro, I love you, man. That's the key, and that's why you're where you are. That's why everybody's so fired up about watching you and seeing what you did. I mean, you know as well as I do, bro. You were the talk of the town at Peak. You had the camera crew out. You were the one interviewing everybody. Everybody's like, wait a minute, who is this guy? Because there were so many new agents at Peak. They had just qualified for executive. Bro, I just love what you're doing, and I appreciate you for not taking that lightly. I appreciate you for stepping up and really doing what it takes to take this thing to the next level, not just for you, but for the community. So, any closing words, any final words before we move on?
I'm ready just to take massive notes from Coach Bradshaw. The topic of tonight it's been something that I don't know if you can ever really perfect, but if you can, I know it's something that Mr. Ben Bradshaw, Coach Bradshaw, has done before. So I got my notepad and pen ready to go. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for having me out here. And Josh, man, I love you, brother. I wish I could give you a big old hug and do one of those things.
Man, I love you too, bro. I'm giving you a big hug through the technology waves right now. I got my pad, I got my pen. These were my notes from the daily leadership call earlier today. That was actually just one page of notes. I got pages and pages of notes from the daily leadership call just today that we did with Tim Herr. But I'm fired up, bro. So I'm gonna move on, man. I hope you're okay with that. We're about to go hear from Coach Bradshaw. And guys, I cannot say enough about this next speaker. I cannot say enough about my buddy Benjamin Bradshaw. I watched this guy go from zero. He was at his first conference was my first conference. I watched this guy go from zero to hero in just a few months. I remember calling him up and saying, hey man, you don't know me, I don't know you, but we're neck and neck for the 6-figure ring, and one of us is going to hit it. One of us is going to go to Punta Cana, and this guy, it's funny because right now, some of you guys who follow me on Facebook, I've been doing sports with my oldest daughter, Peyton. She's 7. I've been throwing the basketball. We've been throwing the football, and I'm teaching Peyton, man, if you throw a bad pass, if you throw a bad shot, if you throw a bad pass, I'm not even going to catch it or rebound it. I'm just going to kick it across the yard, and you're going to have to go run for it. Ben Bradshaw, I was like, here's the deal, bro. One of us is going to make it happen. And it was like I threw the football, and it was such a terrible pass. Ben Bradshaw didn't even reach to catch it. He just kicked it with his foot, and I had to go run across the yard to pick it up because this guy beat the deal, man. I mean, I remember the time that I hit Diamond, he was already in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. I think these guys were in the water. I think that these guys were in the water when I hit it because they all called me he has a spirit of love. He has a spirit of servanthood about him like I've never seen in my life. He is my best friend, one of my mentors. I learned from him. He is somebody that I consider. I mean, I would go to bat with this guy. I know for a fact if I was stranded in a prison in Cancun because I was too rambunctious at the platinum and above party that all you Mission 20 qualifiers are going to be able to see, I know that I could call Ben Bradshaw and he'd come and get me, and he's going to get ready to train on something that is not only special to me, but special to every single one of you guys out there. I'm just going to get out of the way. The very first Mission 5 qualifier, company-wide, top diamond agent, token keynote speaker at the event, market leader on the East Coast leader, six-figure earner, diamond agent, my man, Ben Bradshaw. Are you here with us, bro? Let's just make it happen.
For sure, bro. I appreciate you, man. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay, bro. Just tell your story real quick. Just share with everybody what's going on in your life, what you did to get where you are, man. I mean, I love you. We just spent time together last week, and we're going to get into this interview here shortly, but just share with everybody, man, what's on your heart right now?
Yeah, so, well, actually, it's funny. I come from a background in real estate, specifically mortgage lending, and my wife actually used to work at the Naval Academy in sports marketing, so we just, I recruited her when I was making a lot of money in the housing market, but when it fell out, my income fell out, and I was actually looking for something more. I had no idea. I definitely didn't think network marketing would be the vehicle, and but dabbled in it for a little while. And my wife actually got into insurance, and it was funny. We got a phone call about this company, Secret Direct, and I would just it was one of those things where I wasn't really interested, but decided to support a friend. And it took about 8 months actually of us using the products where we were just like, these products are good. They're really good. And so we decided to look at the company, and it was one of those things where if you can't beat them, join them. We decided to jump all in, and it's funny because we actually were at a point where we were behind on our mortgage and some of our bills and things of that nature. And, it's and we were talking about, hey, come on board with the special agent package and the benefits of, obviously having products that you can, use the product and cater to all different demographics, and, being paid as a bronze for doing so. And, but I'm like, listen, I can't even pay my mortgage, let alone buy, $1,450 worth of skincare products. But it was one of those things where a good mentor and friend of mine said that, don't let your, your reasons to do this business be your excuse not to. And so I looked at it as like, go big or go home. We made it happen, and we just went crazy. We went crazy. We were at a point where we were tired of being, uncomfortable, and so we just dove, right into the activity. At that point, there was really not much going on the East Coast. So we were at, we said, listen, if it's up to be, if it's to be, it's up to me. And so we just went crazy throwing mud and salt on people. Fortunately, the product showed immediate results, so you didn't have to be good at sales or the whole one day, someday pitch, because everyone knows one day and someday isn't on the calendar, just Monday through Sunday. And we didn't want to sell our friends on, hey, this might work for you. If it doesn't hurt you, it might help, and that whole deal. We wanted people to see results, and especially in this microwave society we live in, where people don't want to wait for anything nowadays. And thankfully for Secret, being that our company wasn't even formulated the products for this industry and profession, I mean, we just went crazy throwing them on people, and it was awesome, man. It was great because not everyone bought, not everyone joined, but 3 years later, we've never had anyone dislike or return the product, and we're actually getting people referring people to us, and it's been amazing. So our first I think it was 24 hours, we made well over 100 phone calls for our wow parties that we were set up, and we had 47, I think it was, people tell us, hey, listen, we'll be there, this, that, and the other. 26 people actually showed up, I believe it was, and then 13 came on board as agents. And so it was at a point where that obviously that's not average, but I don't know if you guys were like me, but I was just really, really far behind in life from where I wanted to be, and I couldn't afford to do just the average because I had to play catch up and in order to get ahead. And that yielded over a $200,000 income the first 12 months in secret. And I can promise you guys this: it actually hasn't been that bad ever since. Just took a few months off and got a chance to stay at home and not miss any of the baby appointments, or you really can't put a price tag on being the one to open the door. And when your little baby girl wakes up from her nap and and she sees you, I mean, and it's not even about the money. It's about the byproduct and quality of life when the money doesn't matter anymore. And so that's what it means to me. Sure, it was hard work in the beginning. Sure, it's hard work now. But it's definitely simple to do. It's simple not to do. It's not easy, but it's for sure worth it. So I appreciate you asking, though, Josh.
Wow, bro. I love what you said. Just talking about your life and your. Do me a favor, Ben. Whenever you're not talking, just for the quality of the webinar, if you could just mute your, you just click mute up there, just because there's an echo. Bingo. See what I'm saying? So I love what you said, Ben. It's like, it's not just about the quality of your own life. It's about the quality of your family. Your wife Lauren and baby Kylie, which I mean, I fell in love with her, man, the moment that she was born. And you guys are just doing so many great things. And I'm actually taking notes here. I love what you said about when you get tired of being uncomfortable. And it reminds me of a book that I read. I just did the training up there in Maryland about the 9 empowering enhancements, the power of now, and Eckhart Tolle says that misery, suffering is only necessary until you decide that it's not necessarily anymore. And when you get tired of being uncomfortable, then you make things different. And you said that we live in a microwave society. And bro, here's the situation though. Here's the key. Here's what everybody's wondering. Yes, we live in a microwave society. We live in a right now society, and obviously we have leadership that will cater to you right now. We have a timing in our community that says right now is the time. There's never been a time better than now in secret. There's never been a time better than now to partner with this opportunity, simply because there's not another company out there that had triple-digit growth in 2014. I mean, we just got recognized as being the #1 company worldwide for growth in an industry that 400,000 people a week join this industry for the first time just in America for the first time. We are a part of the triple-digit growth company, and no other company can say that. I love what you said, the microwave society. How did you do it, man? I mean, you've been here as long as Heather and I have, and you beat us to getting on that Mission Sponsor 5 leaderboard. You beat everybody getting on that Mission Sponsor 5 leaderboard, bro. You achieved Mission Sponsor 5 day 1, and you and I sat next to each other during peak because we're buddies. Not everybody knows how close we are, but you made it happen that fast, bro. Like, and I know we're going to get into the cold market training, and maybe this is a cold market question. Like, were these new people cold market, or did you just follow the system and you just had your pipeline full? I mean, do you keep a full pipeline all the time, or what's the situation, bro? What did you do? What did you do?
Absolutely, that's a great question. So definitely, you want to fill your funnel. It's a mentor of mine a long time ago said your network is your net worth, and relationships are the only thing that's currency nowadays. So it's good mentors of mine, John and Tiffany Malott, always said, always keep 10 people in play. People that are you could at any given time, the timing would be right for them, and they might pull the trigger. And so you just you have to inspect what you expect. This is a business. It's really not about getting lucky. I mean, luck is when opportunity meets you being prepared. And so filling your funnel. Sure, some of them were cold market. Actually, one of them was just a referral from a friend. Because I knew he wasn't necessarily interested in the opportunity, although he loves the products and their customers. But he gave me a referral because I called him and I asked him. I said, I know you're not interested. That's actually why I'm calling you, because I know you know people that are, and you know that I'm someone that, when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And I'm going on a crazy run, and I'm looking for someone that has a ridiculous work ethic that maybe is in the wrong vehicle, and I'm looking to personally mentor them. So he gave me the person's name. I called them and I said, hey, listen, I don't know, such and such referred me. I don't know if this is the right thing for you, but I'm looking to open a new market, and he said that you're no stranger to hard work, and I'd love the opportunity to meet with you, and I can't promise anything, but that I'm going to show up. And so if I say that, you're going to show up too, yes? And obviously they came on board, and so it was a mixture of cold and warm market. But the entire goal of cold market is to turn people into warm market. And make them your friend as soon as possible, because we know that in today's world, especially in a world where people are being tricked to buy things that aren't necessarily the greatest ingredients or products for them. People are waking up and they're becoming more aware that they're doing business with people they like, know, and trust.
That's what I'm talking about. I love it, bro, because, it's all about like, know, and trust. And that, man, that brings me to my next question. What do you do, bro? I mean, when it comes to building cold market, if it's all about like, know, and trust, I mean, obviously, Ben, you've got some type of skill set down, or you've got some type of cheat code or magic sauce or something that helps convert people. Because, here's what my mentor told me in the very beginning. He said, in order for someone to say, I like you, they first have to say, I am like you. What do you do, man? Like, when you're out there meeting people, I know I've learned a lot from you on social media. People a lot of times like to think that, like, man, Josh Wiles knows what it's like to be on Facebook. But, bro, you post on Facebook more than I do, and you get more traction than me. Like, here's the key, bro. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing to get these people to say, hey, I like you because I am like you? What are you doing to build your list from a cold market standpoint?
That's a great question. And, so it's one of the things that I learned a long time ago was that even though this is a home-based business, it's not a home-bound business. You have to actually get outside of your comfort zone. You have to get out and about and, demo products, and you gotta just meet people, expand your network. It is very uncomfortable, but one of my mentors a long time ago said, if you live a casual life, your life will end up as a casualty. And so it's not that I like cold market. It's actually very uncomfortable, but it's a necessity. It's something that has to happen. Because I like providing for my family more than I like talking to strangers. But I learned a long time ago that there's two ways you become successful in this profession. Number one is TTP, right? Talk to people. If you want to have massive success and get to where the Josh Denny's and the McPhersons, the Derek Gilsons, and the people that we're chasing, then you need the TTMP. You have to talk to more people, because some will, some won't. So what? Who's next, right? So what I typically do is, I try to relate to everyone, be complimentary, right? Because when you're out and about and you compliment someone, it throws them off their game. Why? Because typically they're going back to work in an area where they're unsatisfied, with their job. They can't stand their boss or their paycheck, and it's a situation where if you can provide or help someone smile, the average person doesn't smile anyway. So now I'm not talking about be weird about it, because it's that can be strange in itself, but it's only weird if you don't acknowledge it, and so just talk to people, compliment them, and it's definitely something that has to happen. A mentor of mine a long time ago said that he talks to everyone, and he said, if you want to have my results, you need to get my personality. He was someone that was making 7 figures a year, and he just enjoyed life. I mean, it was one of those things where he liked people, and so that's something that I just make it a point to talk to everyone. Not everyone's kind. Matter of fact, most people aren't. But what's the worst that could happen? You brighten someone's day, and that's I work when I'm out and about, or when I'm out and about. That's when I actually do my exposures in cold market and things of that nature, because most of the time I'm not working from home. I'm working in a Panera, or we have Wegmans here, which is a market cafe, and so there's many people that come through there, and so it's all about making friends and making new contacts.
Wow, I love what you just said. It's all about making new friends and making new contacts. I've said many a times, Ben. I've said many a times. It's not about being a networker. It's not about being a secret agent. It's all about being a friendsman. It's about, who can you make friends with? You know what I'm saying? It's like, and you're hitting the nail on the head, bro. I love what you said. You just got to be complimentary. I'm taking notes right now. TTP, talk to people. You want to go chase it. You want to go be at the level of like a Josh Denny, a Jesse McPherson, a John and Tiffany Malott, a Tim Herr, a Kai Wynn, a Casey Lane Call. TTMP, talk to more people. And that's the key, bro. It's like, because I run into so many people on a regular basis that say, man, I'm doing it, but I'm not getting the results. And sometimes it's hard to, just be straightforward and say, listen, man, okay, you're doing it, but just do it more. I mean, Ben, I can just tell you my story. I've been in this game for 3.5 years now. This December is going to be my 4th official anniversary in the industry. I know that you've been in it longer than I have. Talk about your experience, cold market, and I love, I know your story. I know your story probably just as much as any of the other close people that know it. And I know that it's not always been a bed of roses. I know it's not always been a cakewalk or a walk in the park. Just tell your story from day one and what you experienced from that moment moving into where you are now, and how the cold market let's just shed that word. Let's just shed cold market and just say that everybody we meet is cold market day one. But before you sponsor them, before you introduce them to this community, you have converted them to warm market. I mean, you know that just as well as I do. Tell that story, bro. Tell the story of Ben and Lauren Bradshaw from day one, and what you've done to build a warm market through the cold market avenues, and what you did to do that. I know you've shed a little light on it with just being complimentary and becoming people's friends and friending people, but how has that really affected you here now from day one? Can you shed a little light on that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, because when we first started, it was, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I was typically being the message and not the messenger. And there's a reason why they make movie trailers and they don't show you the whole movie, on the commercials, because they want to get you into the movie theater. They just want to pique your interest. And but unfortunately for me, when I first started, I ended up just telling people too much, so they were judging me based on the phone conversation instead of actually seeing the entire message of Secret. And so it happens, unfortunately. I did have to kind of now I circled back with everyone. I apologized to them because I was brand new. I was excited, and I told them, I said, listen, I'm not interested in you necessarily buying or joining anything, but I'm interested in you referring me maybe, and just being my friend and being there for me, which seemed to work. But the first time, I definitely just threw up information on people. Please don't do that, by the way. And if you did, just call them and apologize. Most people unfortunately end up doing that. But there's nothing better than an apology, even though you're not wrong. But most people don't want to take responsibility. So if you do it for them, it makes them feel better. And I just went out and about, and a mentor of mine a long time ago told me that he actually wouldn't fill up his gas tank all the way. He would stop and fill it up in quarters. So he had to stop and meet people, and that's one of the things I don't necessarily recommend it. But hey, if you need to add to your funnel, that's something that you should do. Just get out and about. And again, it is very uncomfortable, but it's necessary, because everyone or everyone you meet knows 100 people that you don't. And you just never know who's actually looking for an opportunity. You never know who just came from a bad day at the office, or is tired of sitting in traffic, or maybe they're tired of missing their children growing up, or they're missing the sporting events. And we have the opportunity. It's paying it forward. So, when you look at Secret as a way to just, really change your family's legacy, change their lives for generations to come, you don't look at it as work. You look at it as an opportunity to pay it forward. And so that's where we are. It's it's definitely again, it is uncomfortable, but it's well worth it too. And it's when people tell you no, it's okay. It just means not right now. So I wrote down some statistics actually that I wanted to share with you guys. As far as it's in warm market, cold market, it's all the same. But it's they say 48% of salespeople actually never follow up which is crazy. So 1 out of 2 people never follow up. 25% of sales people they make a second contact and then follow up. Right? It's only 25% of them. 12% of salespeople make 3 contacts and then stop. And here's the problem. Well, number one, just like Ryan said, exposure is everything. I mean, that's the name of the game. It's flipping cards and trying to find that ace. There's 4 of them in every deck. You can't turn a 2 into an ace, right? And fortune is in the immediate and long-term follow-up, right? So check this out. These are the follow-up, statistics, and this is just in general. This isn't even secret or relationship marketing. But 2% of sales are made on the first contact. Only 2%. So 98% of people will tell you, no, you're crazy, this, that, and the other, whatever, right? So that's just life. 98% of them. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. So think about your list now and the people that you've met through a cold market. 5% of sales are made on the third contact, meaning that only 95% of people tell you no after 3 times. 10% on the fourth. 80% of sales are made on the 5th through 12th exposure. So meaning that you know what, guys, fortune's in the immediate and long-term follow-up. I have people in my phone actually that I have a guy in here. He's in my phone as Howie Bobby's Prospect. Bobby is my brother. He introduced me to this guy years ago, met him at a gas station, and gave me his phone number. And I've been just following up with this guy forever, So it's and every now and then I just check in and see how life is. Eventually we're going to meet, And you just have to have that attitude that, hey, listen, eventually everyone we see, everyone that passes us on the highway, everyone that you run into at the mall, you're next to at the stoplight, whatever it is, everyone you encounter is going to be on your team. And when you expect to win, the things that happen to you, start to change. And it's just, but it's not by chance, it's not by luck. You just have to, you got to get to a point where you say, listen, my reasons why I'm doing this are so important. They're that the how-tos, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I have to talk to 1,000 people. It doesn't matter because I'm going to make it happen because my family deserves it, and I'm going to be the one to make it happen because no one else will. And if you have that attitude that you're bulletproof, and that you would take a bullet for your family, that you would jump in front of a car, push them out of the way, or jump in front of a train and push them out of the way, or whatever it takes, that that they would live, the life of their dreams. And why would you not take a few no's? Why would you not get rejected by people that are cold market? Why would you not do whatever it takes knowing that you have the vehicle and secret direct that can forever deliver on their dreams? And I can tell you there's no price tag for me for that. So we're just going to make it happen, guys.
Oh, my God. Ben Bradshaw, just so you know, bro, thank you. You got me so fired up right now. I'm ready to go body slam an Amtrak train, shave a donkey, and chew on galvanized nails because you just said it's all about the decision. It's not about the intention. It's about the decision. What are you willing to do for your family? What are you willing to do for your future? What are you willing to do to achieve your goals, accomplish your destiny, make your dreams come true, and reach your reason why? And man, it reminds me of something that one of my mentors said. He said that the word decision is 2 parts. It's a Latin word, Old English, D, from, scission, to cut. The word decision means to cut from. You cut out any other option. Most people are out there making intentions. Oh, I'm going to join this thing and get started, and you know what? I'm going to see where it goes. I'm going to join this thing and buy my premium set or buy my pro pack because that's what everybody's buying right now because they recognize the value of building a wealthy community. I'm going to go do this, and we'll see where it goes. But, man, it's the people who make the decision, not the intention, not the toe in the water people, but the people who say, you know what? I'm ready to go swimming. It's hotter out there than it is in here. Regardless of how cool it is in there the moment I jump in, I'm going to jump in because I know that's what's going to, cool me down the most. That's what's going to make my kids happy the most. That's what's going to make my family the most wealthy. That's what's going to take my life to the next level. Man, it's all about making that decision, and you hit the nail on the head. Ben, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you. You know, we talk on a regular basis every day, sometimes multiple times a day. But I just want to thank you, man. You and Lauren, bro, like you guys mean so much to me and my wife Heather and this community. I can't wait to see you at Ignite. Before I go, will you do me a favor? Will you just share some last words? Will you share with everybody why you're so fired up about Ignite? Will you also share with everybody what you plan on doing between now and then, and just close the call out, man? I love you. You're my boy. You're my homie, my brother.
I appreciate it, bro. And that's the cool thing about Secret too, is I've met some of my best friends. I mean, it's amazing, and we're not even financially attached, but we're in it together because we believe in the community and what's available for all of us, and it takes each of us to make it happen. And it's all about the activity going into Ignite, because it's Ignite is going to set us up going into Black Friday. And I can tell you guys, in this profession, your life can change when you make the decision and you say, listen, that's it. I deserve more. I need to have more, and I need to do more, become more, and therefore, we'll get more. And so, one of the things that I can tell you guys is I wrote down some numbers that, very part-time numbers, full-time numbers. Anyone can do this. It just depends on what you want, and you just have to get to a point where it's like, listen, I'm either tired of changing or I'm either tired of losing, but you have to be sick of one or the other. Otherwise, you're never gonna, get to where you want to go. And so, even if you're part-time, I'm talking about 3 to 5 hours a week, part-time on the side, and you just talk to 2 new people a day about our opportunity, and you take Sunday off, right, or whatever day, that maybe you celebrate, religious purposes on Saturday or Sunday, whatever. But 6 days a week, you now have 12 new contacts a week, and if you do that for 50 weeks out of the year, right, there's 52 in a year, you have 600 new contacts, and if you only signed up 10% of them as agent, you now have 60 new agents, just a 10% success rate. So if you think about that, listen guys, it's math. How do you increase your ratios, increase your activity? Because you get better. And as Jim Rohn says, guess who can get better? Anybody, right? So, that's just part-time, guys. 2 exposures a day. It's not much. Maybe you're sending out the sample regimens from the back office, Secret Supply, which is amazing, by the way. I just sponsored a new agent, Christina Herrin, who's also on the line tonight with us in Vegas. We met on social media and, sent her a regimen, and her mom and her fiance just literally fell in love with Secret's products. So, it's awesome. And so, the sample regimens are amazing. I encourage you this week before the next Vision Cast, send out 2 a day for the next, 7 days. It's not going to hurt you. It's like $7. That includes postage. Very simple to do, very simple not to do. But everyone can do it. You send out a text to, some of the people on your phone. You say, hey, listen, what's your address and your skin type? I got something that I'm going to send you, and you are going to be, oh my God, floored by this, right? And you get it and you send it to them. Okay, so now if you're full time, 10 numbers a day. Is it tough? It depends. That's 60 new a week. 60 times 50 weeks is 3,000 new contacts. You sign up 10% of those, you now have 300. 300 new agents in your business. I promise you guys, there's nothing going on in your life that 300 personally sponsored agents wouldn't solve. So, here's the deal, guys. We just have to get after it. It's the name of the game. Going into next week, our next Vision Cast on Monday night, make sure you stay tuned for the link. But before that, just make it happen. Do the activity. Activity will triumph everything else. I mean, I promise you guys, remove yourself emotionally from the results and just focus on the activity. Be fired up, and people will be scared not to join you on your vision. So we'll see you guys next Monday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern time. And let's make it happen, guys. I love you. Make sure to send out your regimen samples, and we'll convert them over for you. Take care. God bless.